So I'm going to ask you some questions, which is this set of flowers, okay, we are going to add 15% tax. Quickly, why do we tax on things?
So that the government the money that is extra from tax goes to the government. They
Use it for stuff. Why do you think we add tax on flowers, for instance? Well, they get the money from buying the flowers, but what happens when you are done with your flowers? What do you do? And who deals with that? Garbage men. And how do they get paid? The government. How do we pay them? Taxes, right? So that's why you might hear people say, oh, my tax dollars have gone to that, because the government are paying for something. And people go, I don't mind my tax dollars going to the bin men, right, because they collect the rubbish. I don't mind my tax dollars going to the people that do the flowers on the roundabout, makes places look good. I don't want my tax dollars going to the government socialising with rich people trying to get their businesses on the islands. My tax dollars have gone to that, that shouldn't be like, and you can understand why. That's the government doing what they think is best for the country. Got it. You want to explain to me how to add 15% tax onto 60? Go for it. So you are going to find, all right? So anyone that needs to write this down, because we're going to find 15% of $60 and add it on. Okay. Javi is saying to find 15%, she like Raoul did yesterday, you're going to convert it into 0.15. Right? Finding 15% of means 0.15 times 60, and that's 9. So if we do that times $60, that's going to be $9. And then we do $60 plus $9, and you get $69. Now, just one thing, guys, maybe add to our notes. $60 is what as a percentage? 100%. Okay, $9 is 15%. If I add those together, I actually end up with 115%, not dollars, percent. Okay, now there was another method that I suggested, which was if we do 1 point, not 15, because we talked about that in our first unit, 1.15, it's not 15 unless you say 1 and 15 hundredths. I'm not going to allow you now to say 1.15. You either say 1 and 15 hundredths or 1.15. Alright? But carry on, sorry. No, still doing this one. Times it by 6. Oh, why did I write 8? Times it by 60. And you get 69 straight away. Now, Jace, Jordan, and I were talking about why this works a minute ago. Can anyone else explain why, do you think? Caleb?
Because the 1 is 60 and the 0.15 is the 15%.
Yeah.
So just multiply by 60.
So instead of finding 15%, is everyone paying attention to this? Because some people are not. This is the trouble with allowing doodling. So when I'm asking you to pay attention and write some notes for new stuff, you're not doing it because you're like, but I am listening, but I'm writing doodles.
finding 15% is multiplying by 0.15. What does multiplying by 1.15 find? It finds 115% of 60. Now this is where this lesson goes to, and we increase a little bit. So you might want to write that down, whether it's a new one, and I'm going to ask you to write this and say, we have, so this is an increase of 15%. So there's something a little bit new for you. We have increased this amount by 15%. Right? So adding tax or increasing, maybe we have to increase because for some other reason for it not being taxed. It might be something else. Okay? But if I said to you add 15% or increase by 15%, that's what we can do it that way. Alright? So you've got two methods. Have we written it down?
Yeah.
Well, I'm recording anyway for those that are a bit slow.
Okay.
So, it's still 15% tax rate. Written all your working now? Oh, okay. So Zoe found 10% of 30 by doing 0.1 times 30. And that's 3. Which was kind of a mix of what Kaylin did start with yesterday. And then the decimal. What did you do next? 5% equals 10% divided by 2. That makes 1.5. So 15% is 4.5. Or, because it's money, $4.50. And then we do $30 plus $4.50. And that equals $34.50. Could anyone do it in a much quicker way now? Go for it.
0.15 times 30 is 4.5 or 4.50.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you just plus it. Yeah.
Can anyone do it in an even quicker method?
1.30
Straight away. Okay, 3 methods then. We've got a long one, that's fine if that's what you understand. We've got one that took 2 stages because we had to add, and then we've got one that's just. Okay. Next one. Ryan, what do you do here? The painting at $90.
So I did that Raoul did. I did 0.15 times 90. And that equals 13 and 15 hundredths. So I added that to 90 and I got $103.50.
15. You said 1500. Did you say 0.50?
I meant, yeah, I meant
15. Okay. So 103 and 15 cents. Is that what you're saying? Like that? Do we all agree? I'm going to move you again, like I did last time. You don't agree. You don't agree? What?
Yeah, I got 103.1.
Okay, well, I only wrote what you told me to write. Did you? Well, you told me to write that. Did you mean to say that? Okay, that's why I was double checking. Riley, Riley. We should be having our own chats. Okay, and then let's just one more. So let's do the book before we move on to the next stuff. All right. Austin, you can talk me through the super quick way, the quickest possible way for me. Oh, so you didn't do the super quick way. Can anyone talk me through the super quick way now? Milena. Equals 23. Got that? Right. One more question for everyone. Okay. On your pet, Riley, I might move you as well for talking while you're paying. You are. You can argue with me, and then we'll go outside instead. Want that? I'm recording still, by the way. Okay. Can I get you all under where you've just done some work? Can I get you to write a number, an integer? Do you know what that means? Whole number, no decimals. A whole number greater than 0, less than 100. Write that number down. Anywhere between 0 and 100, not included. Write that number down for me. Put a percentage sign after it. Okay. I'm going to give you this question is the umbrella. Okay. It costs $15. But instead of doing what you've just done, that number you just wrote down is going to be your tax.
72%. 73%.
Gentlemen, stop. Stop. So, it doesn't matter what the number is, I would like you now. So, I'm going to think of a number. I'm going to go with 48%. So, over to you. Let's imagine our umbrella is being increased by the tax that you have set, because you are the king of your own country, and that's what you set. So, could you work it out, please? I'm recording again now, so that means you can stop talking. So just talk. I will talk you through. Well, actually, you tell me what. Mia, what was your percentage? So Mia did 62%, and what calculation did you do?
1.62 times.
Awesome. And the answer? Okay. Caleb,
I did 1.
what was your percentage? 73%, and you did. Javi. 50%. Okay. 0.5 times 15, which you got. Okay. So we need to rethink. We'll come back to you. Mel,
72%. Divided 1.72 times 15, which equals 25.8.
Ryan,
69%. So my tax was 10.35.
tell me how you think it's out, please.
Oh, sorry. I did 0.69 times 0.669 times 15, and then I got $25.35. Oh, that equals. I did the same thing.
You did exactly the same method. What did you get for that?
But
0.2.
instead I did 1.69 and I got 25.35.
3-5. So, last couple. Yeah, go for it.
60%.
60%, 1.60
Times 15
times 15,
equals
24. Exactly. Zoe, last one. Yeah, I think you did the wrong way around, did you? Okay.
Mr. Bunsen,
Okay.
I did the same thing as well.
Yeah.
So,
Javi, did you rework out yours? What did you do? And you got,
7.5.
and then you did 15 plus 7.5 gives you 15.
Yeah.
So you should have got $22.50. So, ladies and gentlemen, stop. Can you pay attention? I know it's hard, I know a week, and blah blah blah, all of that stuff. It's much better. It is. Right. Do you notice how a lot of you having used the 1 point and then your percentage, which is great, but we're still fine. It just takes a second step. Right, are you ready to move on to the next thing? Right, okay. So,
Yeah, I think you did.
see what we're still there. Yeah. Alright, so this is in your book. It's question 2. Okay. Now, it's not about snacks, but it's using the similar methods. So let's just have a look. It says, find the price of each of the following items after a discount is applied, often called a sale price. So, do you understand what that word discount means?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Like if you had a 50% off.
Okay, so the word that I'm looking for is the opposite of the word I used up here. So I said this is an increase of 15%. So this is going to be so we are going to decrease. Can you write this down in your book, please? We are going to decrease by a given percentage. And this could be another name for a discount. Okay? So we have, I'll do the third, well, do I need to do the first one with you? Do you think you can do it? All right, I would be very interested, pretty much, if we use, let me just take you back here. If we use this method, what would we do differently if we're doing a discount? NASA?
You could just subtract and stuff.
We could just subtract instead of adding. So instead of adding it on, we could subtract. Now I'm going to be super interested. That's fine for everyone to do that. If you want to do this method and subtract rather than add, makes sense, right? But I'm going to be super interested to see if anyone can apply this method instead.
I was writing it.
So, you don't have to. We will be sorry. It's lunch next, and I have to keep you all back to make up the time. I'll do so. All right. So you've got two potential. Everyone can have a go at this method if you like, where instead of adding, because it's a discount, you would subtract. Well, I've talked you through the meaning of using this, and now I'm really happy that lots of you used it for this one. So I would do my 148, I would do 1.48 times the 15, or 0.48 times 15 equals something, and then I would do adding it on, yeah? So either method. Now you are going to do a discount, so you could subtract, or try and use the other method. Have a go if you think you're ready. So you've got those questions to do. Any questions on that? Not answers. Okay, well, I'll have a look. What page is it? 71 still. Okay, have a go. So, a shirt is $62, discounted by 50. So we are going to find 50% of $62. What have we been doing? Turning that into 0.50, multiplying by $62. We get the answer $31. Now, some of you have said, if I do it here, yes, you could. We could just have divided by 2, right? But just for consistency at the moment, let's apply this, and it helps us practice what we've been doing. And then I said, because it's a decrease, which is a subtraction, not an addition process, we are now going to do $62, subtract the $31, and we end up with the answer $31. Okay? I'm not going to ask for anyone that did the more advanced method just yet. I've seen a couple. How do you feel about that now? Okay? Alright, let's just do the second one. So 120 marked 30% off. So we're going to do $120 minus 30%. So we're writing this down. Find 30% of $120. How do we do that, Riley? Good. $120 minus 36 gives you $84. Okay. Now, for those that were asking about the, I don't understand what Part B is about. Well, Part B is now saying, well, if that is the price of the goods after a discount, you've now got to add your 15% tax on that. That's what it's asking them to do from Part 1. Now, who managed to think of the more advanced method for doing this one, for instance? Just Kaylin? Lamara? Okay. Again, can I get you to write this down? We're going to do a big or for this one. Have you got the first bit written down? Yeah. Kaylin? Ignore that for now.
Did was just we were doing 1.15 times the number,
Yeah.
but we're adding the 1.5, but now it's a decrease, so I just took away the bit. So if it was
So 100% minus the 30% leaves me with 70%. So I'm actually going to find 70% instead. How do you do that?
I just
0.70 times 120. Straight to 84, no need to subtract.
because before we were finding 100%,
Yeah,
and now we're just finding 70.
exactly.
Without 70 instead
So
of
if I discount, everyone paying attention to it?
yeah.
If I discount by 30%, how much am I going to be left with? 70%. So every time what we do is we think, what percentage am I going to end up with? So if I increase, it's going to be 100 and something. But if I decrease, it's going to be less than 100. Okay? Got that?
Yeah.
Right.